Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to this Talking and Grubbing special edition. I continue with my top 10 unsung NBA champions. I continue at number 7 with the 2006 Miami Heat. The Heat were reeling from a heartbreaking Eastern Conference Finals loss. They fell to the Detroit Pistons in 7 games the previous year. In the offseason, Pat Riley went to the task of bringing in players that would help bring the Heat its first NBA championship in franchise history. He constructed multiple trades that brought in veterans such as Antoine Walker, Jason Williams, James Posey, and he signed Gary Payton as a free agent. The Heat got off to a very rocky start to begin the 2005-06 NBA season. There was a lot of locker room drama and team infighting. After 21 games, the Heat were sitting at 11 and 10, barely 500, so you knew there was a major shakeup coming. Head coach Stan Van Gundy resigned, aka Pat Riley fired him. Pat Riley resumed coaching the Heat. This was his first time coaching ever since 2003. Once Riley took over the reins, the Heat became more the team that he envisioned. They began to play better and they were more unified. They went 41 and 20 under him, which totaled to a 52 and 30 record, which was good for the second seed in the East. They finished ninth in defensive rating while finished 7th in offensive rating. They finished 6th in points scored while finishing 14th in points allowed. The Heat went into the playoffs on a bit of a roll, so a lot of people thought that they would make easy work of the Chicago Bulls in the first round, but that wasn't the case. They had to fight and scratch to beat the Bulls in the first 2 games at home, and it didn't get any better once the series shifted to Chicago, D Wade's hometown. The Bulls beat the brakes off the Heat in games 3 and 4. But the Heat regrouped and won the next 2 games against the Bulls, closing them out in Game 6 on the road. They would face more adversity in the second round as they lose Game 1 to the New Jersey Nets. But the Heat would respond once again by winning the next 4 games, including 2 straight on the road to close out the Nets in 5. They were matched up with the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals for the second year in a row, and they were looking for revenge. And they got it by knocking off the Pistons in 6 games to advance to their first NBA Finals. The Heat would be matched up against the Dallas Mavericks, who was also seeking their first NBA championship in franchise history. As a 4th seed in the West, the Mavs had a hell of a run all the way to the finals. They knocked off the defending NBA champion San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns in the conference semifinals and conference finals. The Heat were demolished in the first 2 games and found themselves quickly down 2-0. And they were staring at a 3-0 deficit as they trailed by 13 in the fourth quarter of Game 3. But thanks to D Wade's 42 points and the go-ahead bucket by Hall of Famer Gary Payton, the Heat got back into this series. The Heat blew out the Mavs in Game 4 to tie the series at 2 games apiece. But Game 5 went back and forth in regulation and back and forth even more in overtime. In the final seconds of overtime, the Mavs were whistled for a call on Dwayne Wade as he tried to catch an inbound pass. Now the Mavs felt it was a controversial call, but D Wade went to the line and hit the game-winning free throws to give the Heat a 3-2 series lead. Game 6 was a battle like you would expect. The Heat were trying to win their first NBA championship while the Mavericks was trying to push the series to Game 7. But the Heat would hold on to win the game and the franchise's first ever NBA championship that Heat fans have been waiting for 18 years. This was Pat Riley's 5th title as head coach and the 2nd title he had won after taking over as head coach in mid-season ever since 1982 with the Lakers. This was also the first title Shaq had won without Kobe. Dwayne Wade was deservedly named Finals MVP as he averaged 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game throughout the whole series, including 2 30-point games and 2 40-point games in the final 4 games. The Heat were just the third team in NBA history to rally from a 2-0 deficit to win the NBA Finals. I think many NBA fans and analysts were so caught up in Wade's performance in that series that they ignored the others' contributions on that team as well. Like Shaq, despite the fact he didn't score a lot, he still averaged 10 rebounds. Alonzo Mourning was that man in the middle as he had a lot of key blocks in that series. Gary Payton, he hit a clutch shot in Game 3. James Posey, he was a great perimeter defender, and he hit some clutch shots, especially in Game 6. Now that's 4 down and 6 more to go. What do you think about the 2006 Miami Heat? Leave it in the comment section below. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. Also, I will be live streaming during every game of this year's NBA Finals until a 2019 NBA champion is crowned. So, join me in the chat. Hey, what's up, good people? It's QC once again. Now that you saw the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do, click on the bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos from me and be mad. Let your family and friends miss those videos and let them be mad. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Like me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.